Hello, pro wrestling fans. Welcome back to Squared Circle Speak, where we discuss pro wrestling the way we want to discuss it. I am Ryan. With me, as always, is my co-host Nathan.
I don't even know what that means, but yeah.
And today we are going to be talking the week in WWE from July 7th through July 13th. And we've got a lot to talk about, a lot of crazy signings and a lot of crazy rumors to get to. But first, let's talk about what happened throughout the week of WWE. We started with Monday Night Raw, kicked off with CM Punk and Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
This was coming off of Money in the Bank because Punk screwed Rollins as well. What'd you think of this promo? I thought it was pretty damn good. And I'm not sure where we're heading here, but it looks like we might be having a triple threat at some point.
Yeah, I think we're heading towards a triple threat. I think we talked about that maybe last week. But yeah, because, I don't think CM Punk's going to be able to go by himself. I think we're going to have a triple threat just to hide CM Punk a little bit. But the promo was okay. I think his apology was kind of weird. And then Seth Rollins just basically buried him.
Yeah.
That was interesting. I don't know if I'm a fan of these burial promos. I feel like that just pisses the other guy off, and then you get some real life heat.
Yeah, so
I mean, I'm sure they approve it beforehand, but damn.
Yeah. I mean, so Punk's a tweener, right? Like he's not a good guy or a bad guy now.
Yeah, it seems that way.
He's kind of on the edge. So yeah, this was a pretty good promo though. There's history between these two. And so basically, Rollins said, when you're cleared, when you're 100%, I promise you that I'm gonna snap your arm and put you back on the shelf. So
damn,
great. Hey, Seth Rollins needs something else to do, and this is perfect. But Drew McIntyre is also coming back next week, as Adam Pearce said. Punk's not going to be there.
Yeah.
So we're going to see what that has to do. If we don't remember, McIntyre was suspended after Money in the Bank, so we'll see what happens there. And if we're heading to SummerSlam, it's either going to be Punk and McIntyre or it's going to be a triple threat at some point. Jey Uso beat Chad Gable, and then Nikki Cross showed up, and then we had another VHS. Yeah. I'm tired of this.
Well, I think, but as we found out later on, Bo Dallas was in the office of Adam Pearce, so maybe we are finally done with these VHSs, and maybe
I don't think so because there was a tweet that got sent out, and it was Eric Rowan, like with the VHS. So it looks like we're probably going to do every single person having their own fucking VHS segments.
Oh God! See, that's just I get that it's easy content. Like, when you're setting up a wrestling show, you got 3 hours to cover. And I get that it's easy content because it's like, oh, we got 5 more characters that we can just, make these vignettes, maybe 2 for each of them. That covers freaking 3 months of TV. But that's a slow burn that I don't need. Because, like I said last time, every time Bray Wyatt did anything, it was slow burn. And it's okay when it's interesting, but right now it's just like, yeah, that was the first one he did was interesting, right?
Yeah.
Because it was like, oh, it was a split personality. What is it? But then he did it again and again, and now it's like, I don't want that with every one of them.
Yeah, it's gonna get old quickly. Hopefully, we do something different. We'll see, but yeah, it's been teased that they're gonna get something happen. Sami Zayn and Braun Breaker had a little thing. Breaker destroyed Sami with the spear. Cool. Carlito and Judgment Day beat Braun Strowman in the Awesome Truth.
Another thing with Sami is there was also some he had a little segment with Ilya, and somehow Ilya next week, Ryan, it's been confirmed that Ilya's getting an Intercontinental title shot on Raw next week.
Yeah, no,
how do you feel about that?
I guess because he beat Braun this week, even though Braun won by disqualification, but Ilya technically won. Is that why?
I guess.
That was a fun match. But Brad Breaker beat Ilya by disqualification. Yeah. He just kind of beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Sami Zayn came out. Sami Zayn came out. So
how you feel about Braun Breaker, Ryan, right now? You think they're doing it right, or you think they should be doing it different?
I'm okay with it. You know, I kind of wanted him to win the Intercontinental title, but I think they're just building him up as this just unstoppable, just complete chaotic person.
Mm-hmm.
So I like it. Eventually he's gonna have to, like this is working for now, but you can't do this kind of thing forever, where he's
All
just
right.
like a wild man. So eventually they're gonna have to change it up. But you know, right now I think it's fine. I think he's eventually gonna win the Intercontinental title at some point. So
All
it
right.
might be at SummerSlam or sometime else, but he's eventually gonna win it, I assume. Damage Control beat Lyra Valkyria, Katana Chance, and Caden Carter. Gunther and Dominic Gunther and Priest both had promos against each other. Your main event was Liv Morgan and Dominic Mysterio versus Zelina Vega and Rey Mysterio. This was a fun match, but everyone was talking about was after the match, Dominic picks up the win. They hug and they looked like they were about to start making out. And then this is my brutality. Rhea Ripley walks down. Morgan weaves it. She just runs away, and then Rhea's looking at Dominic as the show goes off the air.
Yeah.
Didn't expect it, but they kind of teased it earlier with Damien was on the phone with somebody.
Yeah.
I think everyone kind of assumed it was going to be her, but no one really knew for sure. But
that sets
back.
up definitely sets them up for SummerSlam.
She's back probably earlier than people thought she would be back.
Yeah.
I don't know if people expected her back yet, but yeah, definitely going to be Liv and Rhea at SummerSlam. Are we just going to rehash it for the custody of Dominic? We're going to do a ladder match?
Let's hope to God they don't do that.
And is this going to be the end of the Judgment Day? Are they going to have a big falling out now?
It could be the end of part of the Judgment Day, because it's not the way that I thought it was going to go. Because I thought, unless we still find out that Finn Balor's involved with Liv Morgan.
I think it is.
I was going to say, if we find that out, then yeah, maybe this is the end of the Judgment.
I think it is. I think it's going to be Finn, and at some point it's going to be Finn and Liv versus Dominic or Rhea and Damien. Because I don't know, Dominic's probably just going to be on his own. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, because Rhea's going to be mad at him, and then Liv's going to be mad at him, and he's not going to have any friends left. And then I don't know what happens to JD McDonough and Carlito, but yeah, I think it's going to.
I think Carlito's run might be over after that point.
Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, I think Finn's eventually going to turn on Damien. It might happen at SummerSlam. He's going to cost him the title, and then you do Finn and Damien. Then Gunther runs with the title for a while. So we'll see. It's going to be interesting. Raw was pretty good, though. Thought it was decent.
Yeah, it was decent.
NXT kicked off with the brand new champion, Ethan Page. Trick Williams interrupted him. Sean Spears interrupted him. Javon Evans interrupted him. And then everyone beat each other up.
All right.
I guess they're not done with each other.
Yay.
Carmen Petrovic beat Ariana Grace.
Right.
And then your favorite, Fallon Henry, attacked Petrovic from behind.
Not a big fan of the heel Fallon Henley.
Yeah, it's not working too well.
No, and then when she came out, here's one thing I had an issue with this show, Ryan, by the way. Not hardly anybody had entrances. What was up with that?
Yeah, no, a lot of just starting in the ring.
At least for the first hour and 20 minutes, like it was just like one person would get an entrance, but somebody else is already in the ring, and I'm like, Shawn Michaels like done with entrances? What's happening now?
Yeah, no, it was weird. It was just like every match started with them in the ring almost.
Yeah.
Then Brooks Jensen had his interview with Ava. Just not go anything the way I thought it was going to be.
No.
Brooks was just like, I'm sorry, I want to be a wrestler. And she's like, are you sure? He goes, yeah. And she's like, okay, I'm going to give you a shot. And he goes, thank you.
Yeah. And then later, he meets, what's the other guy's name?
His former partner.
Yeah.
Josh Briggs.
Yeah. He meets him, and broke Briggs is the person that talked to Ava to get him back, which why I don't understand. But okay.
Well, they broke up, but they didn't really break up because they didn't like each other. They just kind of wanted
to. True. Okay. Well, there's that. But and then also after after that, then later on in the show, Javon Evans gets beat up by Brooks, and so I guess he's playing the crazy card and loose cannon, kinda.
Yeah.
He's doing it in a way that's a little different. I don't feel like it's going to work that well. And also, he did not shave that stupid haircut, which made me mad.
Yeah. So then Tony D'Angelo took on Lexus King for the Heritage Cup. D'Angelo won it 2-1 in the fourth round.
Yeah, this was an interesting match.
I don't like these matches. I really don't. I think they
I
make them 2 out of 3.
I don't mind them. I don't mind them. I kind of like that it's different, and I like them. But it was an interesting match because these two guys are really not known for this kind of style of match, and the pinfalls were happening kind of out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And but yeah, he just straight up uh beat Lexus King, Ryan. So that bummed me out.
Yeah.
I don't know if Lexus King's getting any momentum right now, Ryan.
Yeah. And then they had Eddie Thorpe just playing DJing the whole fucking match.
I guess I guess his character evolved from just straight up native Tatanka ripoff to now he's a DJ.
Yeah. Not sure how that happened,
So,
but
I don't either. Just like in 2 weeks.
Gallus beat Tyson DuPont and Tyreek Igwe.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had the Wesley segment. He came out and basically he was saying he might leave.
Yeah, he thought about retiring again.
He goes, I don't know what I'm going to do. And then Zachary Wentz and Trey Miguel, the Rascals from TNA. If you remember, Zachary Wentz was in WWE for a while as Wesley's partner. So obviously no hard feelings there between them. They walked out and they were like, well, they just talked about getting them back together. So MSK's back together and the Rascals I guess they're going to be in NXT for a while. So.
Yeah, so here, let's talk about this real quick, Ryan. How do you feel about all this? Do you feel that WWE's just going to raid NXT here, TNA here, and take all their best talent?
Well, the talent pool has been it's been very one-sided so far.
Mm-hmm.
You've had Jordan Grace, you've had Joe Henry, now you've had the Rascals, you've had Frankie Kazarian all over here in NXT, and the only ones that have gone to WWE or to TNA as far as I know are the No Quarter Catch crew, and Fallon Henley, or not Fallon Henley, but what's her face, the crazy chick.
Yeah, well, and there was one other, Ryan, that I was like, oh, big name here, right?
Oh, Izzy Dane.
Izzy Dane showed up.
So the talent pool has been different. It's currently favored WWE, but maybe that's what TNA wants because it is getting their name out more. And it's getting these guys. Maybe more people are watching the TNA product now. I have no idea. I haven't been following the numbers. I don't know what they're doing over there, but it's getting more eyes on TNA product, and their name's getting said a lot. So I don't know. Maybe it's maybe it's okay. I don't know.
But do you think here's the problem I have with it? Okay, is what if after it's over, right? When this deals or whatever happens with this deal, what if when these wrestlers' contracts are up, like some of the ones that have been showing up, they all sign with WWE?
Well, Jordan Grace's contract is up in January, so very well she could sign. Yeah,
and they seem pretty interested in Joe Henry.
Yeah,
and like you said, the Rascals just showed up, and apparently Motor City Machine Guns have signed with WWE. So it's like, what is happening in TNA right now?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Like you said, after this is all over and this agreement's over, what exactly is going to happen with all these guys and women.
So another thing, Ryan, we need to talk about with this show was the main event. Obviously, Trick Williams trying to find a partner, right?
Yep.
Did he find himself a partner?
At first we didn't think so. It was going to be a handicap match, and then Joe Henry's music hits. The crowd goes absolutely apeshit, and so it's Trick Williams and Joe Henry. Remember, it was supposed to be Javon Evans, but as you mentioned, he was taken out by Brooks Jensen earlier in the show. So Joe Henry is in this match, and they get the win. And Hendry actually got the win.
Yeah, so definitely making up for that Battle Royal fiasco.
Yep.
And also, so what did you think of Joe Hendry, Ryan? Because I feel like Joe Hendry is kind of okay. So he's got the entrance, right? Definitely got that. His social media is on point. Like there are people just going down these. They have. I don't know whose social media it is, but I see this thing called the Joe Hendry rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Right. And people are looking at all his old Weird Al style entrances that he's done on people, and so he's got that going for him. He's got the mystique. He's got the mystique. He's got the charisma. But what do you think about his in-ring work, Ryan?
I mean, he didn't look terrible here. He's not going to be a technical masterpiece by any stretch of the imagination, but he did a delayed choke slam. He did a fall away slam. I mean, he looked decent. It was a basic.
That's what I was thinking. He did 2 delayed vertical suplexes, which I don't know why he did 2 in one match.
Yeah.
He did, like you said, he won with looked like the Dominator that Farouk used to use. And that was, I mean, really, that was about it.
Like, yeah, I mean, it was basic. He didn't do a whole lot. But
all his matches are like that. I don't.
Nathan. I mean, look, John Cena's the GOAT, and he did nothing in his matches. So,
I guess you got a point there.
As long as you can get over with the crowd, your in-ring work can. It's. I don't know. I don't know where this is going to head either. I mean, like we said, this can't last forever. I don't think. This TNA WWE. I mean, it could, I guess. But I don't know. I guess we're gonna enjoy it while it's happening. But yeah, Joe Henry, his in-ring works okay. I mean, he's not like I said, he's not the greatest, but I think I can look past that. As long as he can hold his own, which it looks like he can. So, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know a whole lot about Joe Henry because I never really watched ROH back in the day. I didn't really watch anything from the British Indies, and I don't watch TNA now, so I don't really know his in-ring work. I've seen all the clips of all his music, but I never.
Here's the thing. Have you ever noticed? This is why I bring this up. Have you ever noticed that these YouTube shorts or reels or Facebook, whatever the hell they are, have you ever noticed that once they get to the ring match to start, it cuts off?
Yeah, they never show his in-ring work,
and there might be a reason for that.
All right, so that was NXT. That was the big stuff from NXT. SmackDown kicked off with Tiffany Stratton. As your new women's Money in the Bank. Bayley interrupted her, and then Nia interrupted her, and there was a moment where Stratton was like gonna cash in, and then Nia Jax's like, "What are you doing?" This led to a match, and then Nia Jax beat Michin, but then Nia Jax was like, Stratton was gonna cash in, and Nia Jax's like, "What are you doing?" Like she didn't let her do it. So
yeah, Michin's all over the place.
She's on like every show. She was on NXT too.
Yeah.
And then we had Andrade and Carmelo. So I guess they're gonna feud.
Hey, at least they're both getting something.
Hey, that would be some damn good matches. So I would be okay.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
What'd you think of Baron Corbin and Apollo Crews versus Garza and Carrillo? Corbin took flight in this match.
Yeah. It was something. I mean, I'm glad these two get to do something. They both got sent down to NXT, didn't do a whole lot. Now they're back up here. Hopefully they get to do something. Garza and Cruz, apparently they both re-signed, so hopefully they get to do something a little more substantial than what they had in the past. And I don't know about friggin' Escobar.
Yeah, he got involved in this match, but didn't do a whole lot.
Yeah, I feel like him and Cross are kind of similar. I ain't gonna lie.
Yep. All right. Naomi beat Blair Davenport. Logan Paul cut a promo basically wanting and this is what it is. He had a contract and he said he wants a title shot, a United States Championship. So everybody called that. Uh, so that's gonna happen at SummerSlam. DIY took on A-Town Down Under in a rematch for the tag team championship. This was a great match, but dude, Fatu came out and looked like a fucking star, man. DIY beat him, and then after the match, Fatu came out and just destroyed everybody.
Yeah. Does this mean they're coming after the tag titles now? Because
Well,
they were just before their story's just basically been Cody Rhodes main event style. No,
yeah.
not looking at any of the other roster members, but now
Well,
might be evolving.
Solo cut a they had a Solo video package earlier, and he did say that before they had all of the titles. And then he said, but Roman Reigns went soft, and now that's why we're here to build a new family, a more powerful family. And so, yeah, maybe they have 4 people, so maybe they're gonna go after the WWE Championship, the United States Championship, and the tag team titles. But yeah,
that's your favorite kind of storyline, right?
I know, right? I love it when one faction holds everything. But Fatu looked great. He did his fucking pop-up Samoan drop on Ciampa looked fucking brutal. He put all his weight behind it, and then he did freaking double jump moonsault, and then an Arabian press, which is like the springboard moonsault. Dude, good God, he looked like a fucking just a 5-star. Like he looked like the greatest thing to ever walk the earth.
And they were, and there were rumors that they were worried that he was going to outshine Solo, and
he may have.
Yeah.
Then Solo came out. Talked about it. And then Cody Rhodes came out. And then we had a brawl. The Bloodline took out Cody, but then Orton comes out, but Fatu destroys him. Orton got destroyed. He got hit with the ring steps. And they made Cody watch as they just destroyed Orton with the ring steps. Fatu hit him with 3 super kicks. And then they did the power bomb through the announce table. And then Solo did the Samoan spike. And then that's how it ends. So this bloodline is just way more vicious than the bloodline of the past. These guys are just brutal. I mean, Randy Orton got fucking killed in this match. Like, it was nuts.
Yeah.
They had him like against the barricade and just like repeatedly ran the steel steps into him. Like it was fucking, I'd never seen that before.
Yeah. So it's definitely looking like, Cody and Solo at SummerSlam, right?
Yeah, that's definitely going to happen. Whether or not Solo wins, I don't think so. But yeah, that's definitely going to be I'm hoping that Jacob Fatu gets a singles match against Orton.
Yeah.
I really think Jacob deserves a singles match and he can have a one-on-one match and show what the fuck what he can do in a one-on-one match. So
hell yeah. SummerSlam's not a 2-night show.
No, not yet.
So but I'm still hoping we get at least 8 matches.
Yeah. I think we'll get at least 8. It's a
we need a tag team title. Maybe the WWE tag team titles, they're kind of in a more prominent storyline now with the bloodline than the world tag team title. So maybe at least they'll get on a pay-per-view. Yeah. Maybe.
All right. Let's get into some news because we have a lot of news revolving new people coming to WWE and WWE people going elsewhere and all this stuff going on. So the big one of the week is Stephanie McClure has signed with WWE. She has made a big kerfuffle with all the other companies in the world. They'll get over it. It's wrestling. But she apparently signed her contract with WWE. CMLL and New Japan are both upset with her because CMLL's mad she didn't drop her. She was a double champion, apparently. She was a tag team champion and a world champion down there, and she just dropped the titles. She didn't, they had a show scheduled in like San Diego or something, and they thought she was going to do the right thing and drop the titles and let her have her going away party. But she decided not to do that. And she decided to leave and go to WWE. New Japan is upset with her because they had a show scheduled at some point too with her on it, and then she just told them she's not doing that show either. And then AEW is obviously upset with her because they wanted to sign her. So she made a big deal. She made a big kerfuffle, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. They all found replacements and everything seemed to go fine. So it's wrestling. She was a free agent. She was
I was
doing
gonna say
all those dates for no, like she wasn't under contract, so it's not like she broke contract. So
here's my deal. Here's my 2 cents on this, right? First, yeah, she's a free agent. It's WWE. If they say they're going to sign you, you got to jump on it. You can't just say maybe later. You got to do it.
yeah,
These other companies know that, so they can't be that mad about that. Second, she had to get out. According to some news and rumors, her boyfriend was a wrestler in the CMLL. Apparently, he was violent with her, and he was in jail, and he was getting ready to come out of jail, and a lot of the other wrestlers were backing him, and she didn't want to be a part of that. And as soon as WWE comes knocking, hell yeah, she's going to jump to get out of there. And the reason she didn't sign with AEW is to some of the wrestlers that were backing this guy are in AEW, so she didn't want to be around them. So, yeah, makes sense
yeah.
to me.
Um,
Also, Ryan, another wrestler WWE apparently has signed is Delta. Never heard of Delta before this.
hey,
She looks a lot like a Jordan Grace type body type.
She is also Mexican. She's 38. So she's kind of on the other side, but that doesn't matter anymore in today's world. So
No, definitely not.
she's very built. she's she's built. So oh no, Delta's Australia. Is that a different Delta?
I don't know.
Yes, there's two Deltas, but she's Australian.
She's not Mexican.
But she's okay. I guess there's a Delta in Mexico. That's like exactly.
But here's my deal. So we picked up 2 new women, right?
Yeah.
We already haven't had Julia show up yet, and now we got 2 more.
Oh, Delta's young, by the way. She's only been wrestling for 4 years, so.
Okay, so she's not the old Mexican chick.
No, she's.
Ryan, what the hell are we doing?
I don't know, man.
Where are we putting all these women?
I don't know. Maybe they're gonna bring back WCW, and it's just gonna be women's championship wrestling.
I never thought of that one, Ryan. That might be a hot take here. We might be on this.
I don't know, dude. I really don't know. We're gonna have a bunch of more women, and they already have a bunch that haven't debuted yet that are in training and stuff. So I don't know. We have a lot going on elsewhere. Shayna Baszler is gonna be on another blood sport. She'll be going up against Miyu Yamashita on July 28th. So once again, WWE wrestlers are heading over elsewhere to wrestle. This weekend, AJ Styles wrestled in Japan along with Io Sky. So they both did shows for Marigold and Noah. So
that match was awesome, by the way, with AJ Styles and Marigold.
Oh yeah, I heard it was great, and it really made people realize he's got a lot in the tank. I think. I think he's not going away anytime soon because he can still go apparently. And then it was also announced that 2 NXT superstars are going to be in Noah's N1 Victory Tournament, which is their version of like the G1. Josh Briggs and Tavion Heights. What do you think of that? Not people I thought you would like. Tavion Heights. I mean, Josh Briggs is, he's been around the indie scene for a while, but Tavion Heights, that's a weird one to throw him over there. But I guess it'll get him some experience. So interesting.
Well, I mean, yeah, it will be interesting. But yeah, I mean, dude, they're gonna have to send these people other places or do something, or like you said, start another show, or because damn, we've got a lot of wrestlers, and some people are just gonna have to start retiring.
Speaking of people retiring, Natalia is not retiring. She is apparently sticking around. She has signed a new deal with WWE. It's
Uh,
reportedly for multiple deals here. So,
excuse me. Son of a bitch. Okay, sorry. Okay.
also, WWE is teaming up with Call of Duty. Announcement is coming July 24th. I don't know what this means. It's probably just going to be skins or something.
Yeah, it will be.
If I ever play Call of Duty and someone in a fucking like freaking Cody Rhodes skin shoot me, that'd be fucking.
Well, not only that, it could be skins. It could be like after you shoot somebody, you could be doing like the "you can't see me" or some shit. I don't know. It could
It's
be all
gonna be
kinds of shit.
skins and like celebrations and stuff. And then another thing, we're gonna have a new announcer in WWE, Nathan. ESPN's Joe Tessitore is going to be the new lead announcer for SmackDown, while Michael Cole and Pat McAfee remain on Raw. So it'll be Joe Tessitore, Wade Barrett, and Corey Graves on SmackDown.
My question is, why we have a 3 on one show and 2 on the other?
Because they don't want to move Wade and Corey, and neither one of them is a play-by-play guy.
Okay. All right. Question 2: why the fuck did we hire this guy then?
He's decent at combat.
No. I really like this guy. He was on
Holy Moly.
We hired the guy who already got 2 on each show. And
because Corey.
I think Wade Barrett, I don't know. Booker T is okay, but I feel like Wade Barrett maybe should have went back down there. I don't know. We got to do something. We got too many people.
Corey and Wade are good together, but neither one of them had play-by-play, and they probably realized we need somebody else. And this guy's a veteran, and he's funny, and he's great. He's not really good at football. I don't like his football play-by-play, but his holy moly, and he did a lot of like boxing and stuff, and he's good at that. So, so we got a lot of go stuff. So a new announcer. I don't know. They didn't announce when he's actually starting. So, I'm not sure when that's going to happen, but.
All right.
But yeah, cool. I think that might be it for WWE this week. We had a lot of going on here. And with this week, this was crazy. A lot more news than we're used to having. But yeah, a lot of going on. Wrestling is hot as always, and we've got a lot going on. And I'm sure we'll see more. Like you said, you did mention Motor City Machine Guns have reportedly signed with WWE. That has not been officially confirmed yet, but according to multiple people, they're either going to sign or have signed. So we are getting crazy in WWE right now.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's going to wrap this one up, Nathan.
All right. So, yeah, if you like this episode of WWE Speak, that's what I'm going to call for now. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button to hear some more WWE Speak, and tickle that notification bell because you want to know when these things are going up and live for this new WWE Speak. So we'll see you on the next one.
See ya.